Hello, this is Petey with the Killer Bits, and I'm going to be counting down my top 5 games of 2014. Number 5. Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. As much of a console experience as possible squeezed into a handheld. With so many fighters and levels, there is a lot to master. The multiplayer on this title is so open that it is a must-have party game for every 3DS owner. And for many this year, it was the reason to move up from the DS, if Pokemon, Monster Hunter and Animal Crossing didn't do it for them in 2013. With the connectivity features between the Wii U title and the new 3DS's NFC reader and analog nub, there are more ways to play this one than have been found in any previous Smash Bros. Game, or indeed many games in general. However, this game has been placed at the bottom of my top 5 due to the features the Nintendo held back for the 3DS version, including event matches, custom battles, and level creation. Number 4. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. The Fox Engine's grandest tech demo, and a perfect teaser for next year's The Phantom Pain. A short game indeed, but when each mission and replay can be tackled in a vast number of ways, potentially taking hours to accomplish, this demo keeps players coming back for more. In true Kojima fashion, Snake has many secrets to discover across the map. Whether it is finding where Hideo snuck himself into the game, or seeking out those elusive XOF patches. Everything you find or collect is rewarding. Ground Zeroes is the perfect example of a game that is fun because the engine and controls are technically brilliant and in sync. So there is no need to have multiple maps when there is so much to do on only one. Ground Zeroes is visually stunning on whichever format it is played, and is very cheap, so excellent value in a brand new game. Number 3. Nidhogg. Simple gameplay that is open to fluid attacks, pixel perfect precision, and most importantly, style. When I say style, I don't just mean the rough and retro visuals and sound of the game, but also the finesse with which you learn to control your little dude, parrying and jumping away like the dashing hero we all want to be. No two matches are alike, and there are so many ways that a fight can turn on its head that Nidhogg proves to be easy to play, yet challenging to master. The best indie multiplayer experience of the year. Number 2. Far Cry 4. Far Cry 3 was my game of the year last year, so it is no surprise that number 4 has managed to hit in the top 5 of 2014. Everything that we loved in the previous Far Cry games, but polished and made bigger. So many activities and unexpected adventures in this game, thanks to the map being littered with all kinds of vehicles and encounters, that if you engage in all of them in the single player, the experience could last for weeks. The combat mechanics are tight and allow for plenty of ingenuity when tackling a group of enemies or wild animals. There is a great deal of player progression thanks to the many different branches on the 2 upgrade paths, and the useful selection of equipment upgrades. Seeing as Far Cry 4 has managed a wide multi-platform release, playing it now and decreasing the surplus population of honey badgers is a must. Number 1. PT Demo. The first taste of absolute realism in the first year of the new console generation, the second big Fox Engine title of the year, and definitely the most photorealistic graphics that I have seen in a video game. In the PT, or Playable Teaser demo, you had to think about how you play games to work out how to progress, which greatly helped the replay value. In fact, after playing for the first time, I discovered online that there were a few tricks and treats that I managed to miss out on the first time through. This is because the nature of the demo's release hooked perfectly into today's social gaming dynamic, with players sharing discoveries, making memes, and seeking assistance all over the internet. I doubt I would have been able to complete it if the internet wasn't a thing, as some of the clues were devilish in design. There is nothing more fun than plugging a friend into the PS4 and booting this up for them to experience for the first time. 2014 for me was all about the social aspects of the medium of games. Alongside the PS4's excellent share features, PT Demo proved that a single player game can be an enriching multiplayer experience. Well, Twitch Plays Pokemon was the greatest social single-player game of the year, but Pokemon Red version is a little outdated for this list. And there we have it, this was my top 5 of 2014. There were a huge slew of games this year that I was very happy to play, and that I had a lot of fun with. And I personally have yet to play great games such as Borderlands the pre-sequel and Shadow of Mordor. And 2015 looks to be just as promising as this year was for video games. So, here's to then. Please don't forget to leave a thumbs up for this video and subscribe to The Kilobits here on YouTube at youtube.com/thekilobits. And you can find out what else The Kilobits is up to on Facebook at facebook.com/thekilobits and on Twitter, twitter.com/thekilobits. Bye!